Getting ready to step into your career era? Set yourself apart with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Hone your skills with apps like Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and more, powered with the latest in creative AI. Students save over 55% so you can build a portfolio you're proud of. Launch your future with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Visit adobe.com/students to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus has movies. So many movies. The movies you've seen 1,000 times and could watch 1,000 more. Iconic movies your friends can't believe you haven't seen. New movies, classic movies, new takes on classic movies. So whether you're into Top Gun or The Naked Gun, Mean Girls or Mission Impossible, Smurfs or Sonic the Hedgehog, there's a mountain of movies to discover on Paramount Plus. Start streaming today.
Welcome to episode 79 of the Inside Job Boards and Recruitment Marketplaces podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Stephen Rothberg. I'm the founder of College Recruiter Job Search Site, where we believe that every student and recent grad deserves a great career. We're global, primarily programmatic, cost per click, cost per application. And I am joined today by my beloved co-host, Peter Zollman of the M Group. Peter, good to see you.
Wow, that's a new one. Thank you very much, Mr. Rothberg. How are you? I'm great. I had a wonderful weekend with my family celebrating the 50 years since my wife and I got married. I often say that
isn't 50 years long enough for her to know better?
I often say that it's 18 of the best years of my life. Unfortunately, she says it's 14 of the best years of her life, and those 14 are the cumulative total of the times that I've been traveling and been away. You know, what can I tell you? And it's a joke we've told too many times. So, I'm with the AIM Group. We provide business intelligence and conference and consulting for job boards and recruitment marketplaces. And our guest today, having wasted 2 minutes on nonsense, I apologize, Marty, is Marty Aghajanyan, who is founder and CEO of JBoard, which is one of the many providers of job board software. And why don't you tell us very briefly how you guys operate and how you differentiate yourself from others? And then we have a long list of questions that we probably won't get to.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the introduction. So I started JobBoard probably like 4 years already, almost 4 years ago, JBoard. So initially my idea was like, hey, I want to open a job board about cybersecurity. And I was at that time working in BCG as like engineering manager, California, earning pretty high salary. So I was like, I'm not going to spend my time building the job board. I just need some software that like will do it for me. So I'll focus on marketing. I wasn't able to find something that really focuses on the needs that I had. So I was like, oh, there might be an opportunity for me. So that's how I started JBoard.
And how many clients do you have now, over what geography? And what differentiates you from the other 22 or 24 job board software providers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have, like last time that we checked, we had job boards in 54 countries, and we had about, at this point already, more than 1,000 job boards launched. Some of them stopped, some of them no, but we have like hundreds job boards active live on the internet right now.
Cool. So Marty, the kinds of companies that are looking to launch a job board, maybe they already have one and are switching from another provider. Maybe they have their own software and they're looking to outsource that. when you and the folks at JBoard think about like who's your ideal customer, what does that kind of company look like? Is it like one guy with no revenue and just starting a job board? Is it somebody that has, hundreds of thousands of visitors a month? What does that look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So technically, ideal customer for us is the person or company that is not looking for some specific custom flow, because we do not like customize the job board for specific needs. But as long as they're like, hey, we know what the job board is, we want the standard functionality, we are going for that type of customer. It can be, for example, like a very well-known podcast or like newsletter. They have 1 million subscribers. They just like launch a job board as like addition to their service and earning revenue from that. But it also can be like we have big customers, 100 people company, 1,000 people company, but they're like, hey, we have so many engineers focused on something else, but we need job board for specific like XYZ thing, or like it's addition to our business. Instead of that, let's just like partner with JBoard so they can provide the software for us.
So how does a job board builder decide between building his own from scratch or buying off the shelf? Because there are a lot of off the shelf providers.
Yeah, absolutely. So technically, the first question I think person should ask is like, do I want to go and like build something or just like use the off the shelf? Yeah. I think if someone going for like building on their own, it's very important to understand what's the process going to be. They need to hire a developer or code themselves. They need at least to postpone the like launch of the job board for at least 3 months to get the MVP. And then they need to keep maintaining it. And then like security updates, like, I don't know, Google Jobs indexing update, something like that schema, all they need to account for it. It's not like they can launch and stop. And after that, once they launch the MVP, they need to keep adding new features if like we think overall holistically what the job board building needs. I think a good question in that case to ask is like, hey, if my competitor starting in the same niche with the same idea, but uses off-the-shelf products instead of going and building.
Hey there, I'm Tim Boris, host of the Working Well podcast, where business strategy meets human sustainability. If you're an executive, a leader, or change maker ready to ditch burnout, build thriving teams, and drive real results, this is your next must listen. Tune in on the Work Defined Network or at timboris.com/podcast.
Will they like be able to compete with me? Will they be able to get the market from me? If technically yes, it means like you really don't need a job board like custom. You just need a platform and a good marketing, a good sales behind it. But if no, you have like some really custom flow that's like with unique touches, and that's the really part of your job board that's gonna like differentiate you from others and not your sales, marketing, or your connections. In that case, sure, I think it makes sense to build one instead of like buying existing software. And to answer to second part of that question, I think first, what differentiates JBoard, we provide really good customer support. Like we really aim for like our support agents required to have their own job board. So they'll like not only will kind of answer questions, but like we really get the details of the industry in details. Other than that, we really add a lot of features, like almost like last year, almost every month we had a couple of feature releases. This year we were working on a new website design builder that allows you to fully customize the website of your design. So instead of like, hey, this is 1, 2, 3 templates, you can have your own design unique to your own branding. And I think before deciding even, the number one that I usually recommend clients to do, first get a free trial of any platform, understand truly is it matching what you're looking for, and second, check the online reviews. Usually both like rating, read the comments, definitely, to get a sense of like how customers feels, and also number of reviews too. Usually, like if a platform has like a lot of customers but only few reviews, in some cases it means they are not promoting, but in most cases mean they don't feel comfortable ask for reviews. That's why it just few.
I love the idea, whether it was yours or somebody else's at JBoards, or maybe you stole it from some other company, that to have your customer service people have their own job boards using your software. What came to my mind was, you go into a restaurant and you say to the server, I'm thinking about one of these 3 dishes, like, which do you recommend? I actually usually ask which is the most popular. But if the server's like, oh, our chicken is really awful, well, I'm going to stay away from that. Or it's like, either one of those is good, but if you like spicy food, definitely go for the first one. Those personal recommendations, I think, matter a lot to people. When I talk to job board owners that are kind of new, and we went live in '96, so it's been forever and a day since we had our launch. But it seems to me, and tell me if I'm on the right track here, for like a brand new job board, maybe 1, 2, 3 employees, probably no venture money, bootstrapped, the owners are putting in some money. The money saving is a big deal, right? But I think also like the technical skills. If I'm a software developer and love working with databases, front end, whatever, I can probably do on my own. I probably don't need to outsource that. But if I'm more into sales and marketing, if I'm looking for more of a turnkey, I don't want to mess with the technology. I want to sell postings. I want to talk to employers. I want to drive candidates to my site. I think that second group is where like a JBoard is like really compelling. Like, leave all the tech crap to us. You sell, you drive traffic. Is that when you're talking to potential job board, is that fair? Is that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, usually we have developers who even use our platform. They didn't went and created their own. But most of our customers, of course, they are non at least developer technical. They are technical enough to like use the no-code tool, but they are for sure, like majority, I would say 95% are not developers.
Peter, I think we have time for one more. You want to take it?
We have very brief time left, Marty, but just give us the single biggest pitfall you see for new job boards and frankly existing job boards. Got about 30 seconds. So what do you see as the biggest pitfall?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest one, we have this tool. It's like allows customers to aggregate jobs from any like job board. They just like enter the URL and like pre-fill their job board with jobs. The number one pitfall there, in general in industry and like with our like new customers, usually they would aggregate 10,000 jobs all of the sudden. They would open a new domain, put 10,000 jobs, and for Google it will be like, hey, how all of a sudden you have 10,000 jobs? You're most likely aggregating without providing any additional value to customers, and Google will just ban them. I usually, like literally whenever I do demo, this is the first thing like I teach them. So they would like start slowly. Hey, if you new job board, just put 300 jobs aggregated and start growing your user base. And don't go like brand new domain and you have all of the sudden 10,000 jobs.
That's interesting. Yeah, you definitely do not want Google to see you as being spamming the search engines with just duplicate content. Well, Marty, this has been awesome. I love getting together with you at conferences. Hopefully I'll see you, maybe later this year or into next year. For viewers that are looking to reach out to you, I did correct the LinkedIn URL. Sorry for having the wrong one up at the beginning. And it's been a pleasure. Peter, until next time.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Pleasure, guys. Thanks.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Global business intelligence services, news and analysis, conferences, and consulting about recruitment marketplaces and classified sites worldwide. We've been at it for 25 years. We've worked with some of the biggest names in the business, and most of them are longtime clients. We publish comprehensive, deep dive reports annually on the leading marketplaces in recruitment, autos, real estate, and general merchandise. We also publish the bi-weekly AIM Group Marketplaces report. Our newest product is a weekly newsletter on recruitment marketplaces. Check out aimgroup.com to sign up or for more information. Our signature conference is RecBuzz, bringing in about 250 C-level executives, investors, and vendors. At RecBuzz, you get to network with counterparts and key industry experts like nowhere else. The 2025 edition is in Vienna. Sign up at recbuzz.com.